For me, it was pretending to be tough, pretending to be strong.
At least
I was
you're
really
honest.
worried that I wouldn't, nobody would believe me and nobody
Okay.
would buy it. So I was real self-conscious about that. What was yours, Scoop?
Which you totally pulled off and was the total badass in the movie, and most men would be fighting for a role such as that.
Oh, nothing wrong with the role. The role was amazing, and
Right,
I wish I
right.
had another
She
crack
just
at
wanted to make
but,
sure it was believable. Yeah, and we're talking about
Better at it
Godless,
than I
which,
am.
by the way, before the camera started rolling, we were talking about where we were all from. Real quick, where are you from?
Born and raised outside of Dallas, Texas.
I love Dallas. 2 sisters live there. Where you from?
New York City constantly.
All right. East
Constantly.
Coast.
Constantly.
But no. The reason why Godless is so cool, because I remember when I was a kid, all my relatives would only watch Westerns. Like, they loved them. So I'm like, let's do this. So
Yeah.
what's unique and different about this one?
I think like the envelope is definitely pushed in regards to subject matters and topics that are in the Western, as well as, you know what I mean, a lot of those Westerns were made 20 years ago. The technology and the production value of projects and films is, you know, got a lot higher, and also there's different, you know, as I said, subjects and content matter and stuff. But for this particular one, what was really attractive to me is the female aspect to it, of these women sort of surviving in this town, and strong female characters that sort of were predominant over the male characters, which I thought was
like that
different.
a lot. Yeah, bring that to light so like when people are watching, they'll know, because that's like really the big kicker about this series.
Yeah, well, there's a few intersecting storylines that all come together and meet by the end, but one of the main ones is centers around the town of LaBelle, which is a mining town that is populated predominantly by women because there was an accident and all the men who lived there worked in the mine and they were all killed. So I think that's really interesting, what these women are facing moving forward post-tragedy, post-accident.
No, that's a great premise. Now, what was the most challenging aspect of pulling this all together for the series and making it happen?
For me, it was pretending to be tough, pretending to be strong.
At
I
least
was
you're
really
honest.
worried that I wouldn't, nobody would believe me and nobody would buy it. So I was real self-conscious about that. What was yours, Scoop?
Which you totally pulled off and was the total badass in the movie, and most men would be fighting for a role such as that.
Oh, nothing wrong with the role. The role was amazing, and
Right,
I wish I
right.
had another
She
crack
just
at
wanted to make
but,
sure it was believable. Like when people watch it, she's like, yes.
I'm not a toughie, so.
Well, at least you admit it, but you come across
I'll
as one,
admit it.
right?
I hope so.
Yeah, no, she does an incredible
That's, you know,
job
for
in
the
this
internet
movie.
to decide.
Yeah.
If I had one in my
me.
back pocket, I'd slide you an
Awards.
Emmy just on that admission
Oh,
alone.
jeez. Thanks. Lee.
For me, like, I don't know. I was having so much fun in this job that there just wasn't that. There was challenges, but they're less memorable than some of the other things. I mean, one of the
Okay,
things,
then what was memorable then?
the weather, which
Okay.
was a challenge.
Well, first you gotta say where you
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
Where was location?
We shot in Santa Fe, New Mexico,
Okay, nice place.
and the weather changes constantly. And it's not like it gets bad or super cold or super hot, but just the rain that was coming in, the lightning.
we'd have to
we had to
stop.
stop and then go again, and then stop and go again. And so that would be frustrating if you were in the middle of a scene having to
But
sort of
we
break it
benefit
up.
from the glorious landscape.
I was gonna say the locations had to be cool because they do have all these little miniature towns that still look like they would have existed back in the day, right?
Well,
What? Here I
we
hear a
built our
setup.
town.
We built our
Oh,
town.
you built your
built
town.
our
And
town.
it's
You
the
guys, you didn't
biggest.
build.
I won't say what production, but there are westerns now shooting in our town.
Oh,
and
so your set was so good that now it's the
So
set
good.
It's
for
the
other.
biggest Western set to ever be built. What do we call that? In the United States, or was it west of the
Let's say it.
Mississippi?
Let's
In
say
the United
world. Say
States.
the world. Just say the word. Why not? Who's gonna
And the
verify?
deal was that nobody could shoot at this place until ours released, or they couldn't release something. So whatever's shooting there wasn't allowed to come out until
Yeah.
ours
It had to
came
be
out.
released after
Yeah.
Godless. Well,
But
that's cool.
with that being said, you drive into that town, and you could walk into any door, and it was
Yeah.
built out with beds and
Yeah.
materials, and into the hotel.
Undertaker, the hotel, the
There wasn't.
brothel,
There was
the
a couple flats,
general store.
but it felt like a full working.
I like you
was
guys. Don't get me in
amazing.
trouble. They're telling me I gotta go. I could talk to you guys all day. Maybe we can go hang out on your set.
We'll
They can
find
slide
you.
Me a beer,
We'll find you
me.
later.
Nah, you cool dude, man. I love that. This is a great interview. You're fantastic.
Nice to meet you.